Number 7, Katie Clark.
To ask the Scottish Government if it will provide a further update on plans for the redevelopment of Ardrossan harbour.
Cabinet Secretary Fiona Hislop.
In my response to the motion which was debated in the Scottish Parliament last week on the 20th of June, I confirmed that we have been progressing the Adrossan business case and cost exercise and that this is substantially complete. Transport Scotland are working with partners to finalise this, and any updates on the project will not be until after the pre-election period.
Katie Clark.
Adrossan has been the main port to Arran for 190 years, as it is the shortest, quickest route. Hamza Yousaf signed off its redevelopment in 2018, but 6 years of delays for successive reasons means that ferries will now be running from Troon. Will the Cabinet Secretary ensure that there is a final announcement in July with a plan for the redevelopment of Ardrossan harbour?
Cabinet Secretary.
So the member will know, because not just herself but Kenneth Gibson as the local MSP and others have repeatedly made the case for Adrossan. I absolutely understand that, but it is absolutely essential to get the investment and the substantial investment that is required, that a robust business case is set out that meets all the requirements for good decision-making. I understand the frustrations, not just of the people of Arran, but also of Campbelltown, to get this resolved. But I've been clear and open, and will continue to do so, and will talk specifically with the partners from the task force as soon as it is practically possible to do so.
Jamie Green.
Thank you, Presiding Officer. There's a very undignified public spat taking place between Peel Ports and Calmac at the moment, and this is symptomatic of wider issues and breakdown in relationships between stakeholders across the marine network. Instead of rebuilding berths and ports, this government should be rebuilding relationships within stakeholders. So can I ask what the Cabinet Secretary is doing herself to intervene in this matter, to ensure that stakeholders are working together for the greater good and for the benefit of our island communities?
Cabinet Secretary.
So I take that very seriously indeed, and indeed the success of any development would be with relative partners working collaboratively together. I can reassure him that we had a very constructive task force meeting. I think it was in May, but I'll correct the record in terms of the date. And that, again, was an opportunity for everybody to understand the progress made, the elements that still had to be resolved, and that, I think, is evidence of my personal involvement with the task force to take this project forward.